Alla sinisen taivaan, veden näin mustana aivan. Se kutsui rannalla istujaa. Kuuma rakkauden kesä, veden pyörteet niin kuin käärmeiden pesä. Hellästi huokaili mulle, julmasti rantaan viskatulle. Dumpatulle, iäksi unohdetulle. Kesällä kukkimaa, niin kuin morsian hunnussaan. Sen tuoksut mielen humaluttaa. Kesän mun järjen vei, kun kukka kaunein palannut koskaan ei. Sitä virta kauas kuljettaa. Sitä virta kauas kuljettaa.
So good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 6, Let Go and Let Love. Actually, let go and love. I added an extra let there. It's so nice to have you all back today. My name is Poornima, and I'm joined by Ilya, and we're going to be your moderators for tonight. And I'll just introduce myself. I am coming to you from Boston, Massachusetts in the United States. I'm an actress and a writer and a teacher, and I've actually been practicing meditation my whole life. I've been practicing Sahaja meditation, Sahaja Yoga, and I also practiced when I was a young person, like many of the people on this call. So I look forward to exploring this topic with you all, and I'll pass it over to Ilya to introduce himself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ilya. I'm from Israel. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I practice Sahaja Yoga for about 10, maybe 12 years, but I wasn't taking it very seriously at the beginning. It took me some time to be more serious about it and to start practicing on a daily basis, which then I started feeling actually a big change only after I started meditating on a daily basis. And before, it was, I was feeling good, but the big change happened when I took it more serious on a daily basis. And I really feel like it's changed my life a lot. I was also young, I was a teenager, and I started trying it because my mom was practicing Sahaja Yoga. I was laughing about it a little bit in the beginning, as a teenager normally do. Yeah, so I listened to my mom a lot, and I was laughing more about meditation, but I feel like I was, after I really felt what is it, I felt like I missed so much that I didn't practice it from the first days when I was introduced to it. So I think some of you already had a little experience. Just keep in your mind that sometimes it might take a little bit time until you start really feeling the effect. Some people feel it quite fast, For some people, it takes more time, but everyone are able to feel the joy and the love of meditation.
Yeah, and maybe it would be a good moment to watch a short video from a young person talking about some of the issues that meditation can help with. And then we'll jump back into what that might look like. Actually, before that, maybe we can take a poll about what your expectations are. We've talked about how we've both meditated for quite a while now. But we'd love to hear from you what age you are, how you heard about this particular program, and also what are your expectations out of meditation. It's interesting, you were talking about, Ilya, if your mom is doing it, then as a teenager, sometimes you might feel like, well, this isn't going to be like the hip thing to do.
No, not
Right?
at all.
I had the same problem. Like I did it as a kid, and then when I, got into high school, I was like, well, none of my friends are doing this. Like, is this really for me? And I'm seeing actually people are hoping for focus, concentration, a sense of peace. And when I started to get stressed from my studies and all of that, then I came back to it and I was like, wait, this really has value. Because I really needed it. It's hard. And being a young person these days with all the challenges, like you need a tool, you need a way through that. So yeah, addressing mental health, that's another important one. And yeah, figuring out who you are. Sometimes you need a quiet space to address that.
Yeah, well, for me, I was into going out and party, and my friends were like not really into meditation. They would laugh at me if I would say something like that. But I had one friend who was actually all the time. I like sports very much. So we used to run once a week or twice a week together. And he was the only one who is like spiritual friend. He always talked to me about meditation, yoga. Let's do it. Let's find it. I had my mom at home who could guide two of us, but I was like, man, meditation, no, it's not for me,
Yeah.
After I grew up a little bit, I understood how I felt really stupid that I missed out all the years I could enjoy this. So luckily, eventually, I really had the opportunity to go deep into it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was similar for me because I didn't play sports, but I was doing theater when I was in high school. And gosh, like that takes a lot of courage, to, I was kind of a nervous person. I would feel, some anxiety before going on stage. And meditation would really help me feel that peace and that calmness. And be prepared to do something brave or something outside my comfort zone.
That's exactly letting go, I think. Huh?
Yeah. That's the theme. Should we share the results of the poll so everyone can see? Are you all seeing the poll? Let's share results. So that's what we're all hoping to get out of this. This is great. So I think now maybe it's a good time to share this this short video that we have from a young person named Sara. Let's hear what she has to say.
Hello, my name is Sara Wise, and I'm here to talk to you about self-love and letting go. Now, me personally, I have gone into depression. I have had my experience with self-pity. So let me give you a few tips on letting go and self-love. Number 1, I would suggest going outside. Vitamin D can help you in many ways. Number 2, a little lesser known thing to increase your mood and have less depressive states. Working out. This can help tremendously with your body image and your mental state. Number 3, find something, anything, whether it be work, volunteering, or getting out there, making friends. And you can learn more at unescobmw.com. Please check us out.
Hello, I am Nikhil.
You know, I think it's quite brave from Sarah's side to speak about what she have gone through and how she deal with this. I think it's not easy to talk, to speak out. Well, even I had many friends when I was a teenager, and when you are out there with the friends, you don't really show what happens inside. And I had experience of depression, but my friends would never know about that. You know, I would never speak to them that I feel bad and I have some negative thoughts. I would just keep it to myself. But outside with the friends, I was like absolutely all right. So no one could ever think or say that I have any problem. But the truth is that every one of us can have it. It's, of course, if you have friends, it helps you to stay out of this mood, not good moods and bad thoughts. But when you come back home, you have to deal with yourself anyways, even if you have friends.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, and so when you start facing yourself by meditation, then you can really see into it, and then you can somehow get rid of it, like it happened to me.
Yeah. And I think this is really important, you know, to name that sometimes we are afraid of letting go. Like we have this mask that we show to our friends, like, I'm fine. And then, you know, we don't show them that we're struggling. And meditation, you know, Sara gave these great descriptions of what we can do. We can exercise. We can go outside and get some sunlight on our face. We can find something to pour ourselves into. And tonight we want to offer, you know, another tool, which is meditation, which some of you have been exploring for the past 5 nights. And so we want to introduce you to the person who created this type of meditation. And then we'll talk a little bit more about how this can also help with these feelings that come up. Do you want to introduce Shri Mataji, Ilya?
Yes, thank you. So as you can see, Shri Mataji, Nirmala Devi, is the lady in the picture, and she started Sahaja Yoga in 1970. I guess most of you heard about it already. So she get some Nobel Peace Prizes in many places, in universities around the world, not only in the USA. She was traveling a lot around the world. And Shri Mataji really is the symbol of the love. She would take care of all the people who would come to the program. She was doing absolutely free programs, public programs, traveling around the world with some yogis joining her. And no one was taking any penny for this. She would imagine how far she would go to spread love, to express her love. She would travel from India to USA, to Europe, to Australia. And her message was just to give help to people, to spread the love, to open up the hearts of the people. So it's really a great example of love. And I'm sure if you read about her a little bit, you will see how much she did just out of love.
And one of the most, I would say, loving and understanding things she did is she created an approach that's it's simple but deep. And if you can, you know, if you see on the next slide, like, you know, the essence of what meditation is is something very simple. This word sahaja means something spontaneous, something built in. So you don't have to be an expert with 5 master's degrees. You don't have to go to the Himalayas and stand on your head, you know. This meditation, this relief, and this love is available to all of us. So what she taught about was how meditation is not, it's not the same as concentration, and it's also not like a trance where you're kind of zoned out. It's in between, where your mind is quiet, but you're aware and you're present and you're ready. So you can meditate even when you're busy, even when you're in school, even when you're, you know, running around. Actually, this is a state which you can cultivate and bring with you. And the other basic thing that she described is how we have within us 7 energy centers or chakras, which you've been learning about in the past 5 days, and also 3 channels of energy, left, right, and center. And along that center channel, there's a beautiful, motherly, nurturing energy that we all have within us, which helps us go into meditation. And that's why meditation is called Sahaja Yoga, because Sahaja means spontaneous. So it takes the pressure off of our backs to do meditation. It's actually something that happens and that we allow to flow. So with that, you know, our theme tonight is let go and love. And, you know, what the question is, you know, what is this experience of love? What do we really mean by that? Because I don't know, Ilya, do you have some pop songs in Israel? Like, we have a lot of pop songs here that are like, love hurts, or, you know, love is a problem. It's gonna, you know, create all these issues.
Oh, I guess there are, but I see it, you know, it doesn't come to me somehow.
Yeah.
I'm not exposed too much to, I don't go too much on Facebook. I don't watch TV too much, so I don't see what you are talking about.
You're not getting these bad warnings about this word love, right?
No.
So this is the question, is like, what do we mean when we say love? Because it gets used in a lot of ways. But in this context, in the context of meditation, we're talking about something really, you know, that doesn't hurt, that doesn't, you know, cause problems and, you know, like lots of angsty songs. We're talking about the energy of love. And it's, you know, it's different. I think it can be distinguished from what those songs are talking about, because it's not possessive. It doesn't get stuck. It doesn't get attached onto one thing. Love is something that flows easily from the heart. You know, as you're seeing on the slide, there's no fear in it. There's no clinging in it. It's just free, right?
Many people get the idea when you talk about love. I think especially teenagers, that it's about having a boyfriend or girlfriend. But
Yeah.
love is much better. Like, I think the best example for love is the love of a mother for the child, because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what is the child like, the mother would do everything to make him happy, to nurture him, to give him everything to let him develop and evolve and to improve. So this is the love. When you care about someone, when you put some effort, you want to make someone happy.
Yeah. And it's actually an energy that we can recognize in the world around us. Like, you know, hopefully most of us have very loving mothers. Some of us don't. But if you look at the earth, that's also a mother, right? And I mean, I'm looking out my window, seeing these trees, these, you know, everything arranged so beautifully to nurture us. Just balance it out so that, you know, we can breathe some nice air and have some nice breeze. All of that is love. So it's this essence that flows. And if you look at the chakras within us, you see that energy being expressed in the heart. You can actually show this on the next slide. And it's nice that the air element is associated with the heart, because it also flows, right? If you hold your breath too long, like that doesn't work. Like, it has to flow in and out. And love does the same thing. So love is the destination, right? When our love is flowing, then it's easy to go into meditation. And in fact, the energy that we've been talking about that brings us into meditation is a loving, flowing, motherly energy. But the problem comes when we can't let go. So usually the place that we hold on, that we're refusing to let go and let ourselves be full of love, is this center. So Ilya, do you want to talk a little bit about this next center?
Actually, it's a very strong connection between the two, because if our mind is blocked, if we cannot let go, we cannot also express the love, we cannot open up our heart. And as Poornima said before, that all this, they say love hurts, etc., because the mind makes it happen.
Yeah.
If you let go the mind, if you let go the thoughts, then it's much easier to open up your heart, and then actually naturally it comes in the love. I can give a small example that when I was in the school, we used to send flowers on the weekends with some friends that, to make money for living. In Israel, most of the people work when they're teenagers. So I was selling flowers, and I had a friend working with me, and he said, Ilya, how is it that you make it with love? Like, I used to always organize the flowers nicely. Some people just sell it and wait for the next customer. They don't really care how it looks, but I would always organize it and make it look nice. So it's like, Ilya, how is it you put so much love in this? And he was a little bit even getting angry with me. But I said, what can I do? I like to make it not look nice. I want to people enjoy when they come. So I think it's also the expression of love. I don't like, for guys more, I think they say he's like organizing the flowers, like, what is he doing? They can laugh at you, but
yeah,
you go and you just try to express your own self and to do something which can give joy to you and to other people. So this is the point of letting go and expressing the love. I think this is, for me at least, I feel this is the relation between the two.
that's such a good point. And, this is the question also, is like, what are you letting go of? One of the things it's letting go of is ego. Because if you're like, oh, I'm too tough to care about flowers, like, that's ego, right? Like,
yeah, I'm so man. How can I?
It's like, I'm such a man. Like,
it's lady stuff. I cannot do it. I'm too manly for this. Yeah.
It's like, like, we have to just be simple. And so one of the things about the Agnya Chakra is, like, you can see in this little picture how there's like a blue thingy on one side and a yellow thingy on the other side. The yellow one is called as the ego, and the blue is called as the super ego. So it's kind of like the ego is like, this idea we have of ourself, and the super ego is this idea we have of, all our habits, all the past, like, oh, but I never deal with, like, the way I've always done it is, right? And so when we let go of that, and, all these things it's talking, anger, selfishness, impatience, all of that, when we let go, that's when our heart shines, because it makes space here for the light that comes through the Agnya Chakra. And so, this is what we're going to explore in the meditation that we're heading into. And there's some useful affirmations, actually. One of the most powerful ones is about forgiveness. Often our inability to let go is because we're still mad at someone, we're holding a grudge. So one of the things we can do is, put our attention here and forgive. And then one of the other things that we're going to explore is with the heart, strengthening our trust in ourselves and our sense of our love. So, Ilya, is there anything else you want to say before we jump into meditation? I think we're going to hand it off in a minute, but is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, this forgiveness part is, I think, most important, because teenagers, we like to laugh at each other, and especially when we're with the friends. So we might, like, when we're with friends, we show everything is normal, but when we come back home, we really get hurt and we get angry with someone. Say, why you say to me like this? It made a joke on me, and you get upset. So don't keep the anger inside, because this is only damaging you. It doesn't hurt anyone else but you.
Yeah.
So whatever is there, don't think about anyone or anything. Just let it go and forgive.
Yeah. Yeah. And forgiveness doesn't mean that you're, maybe someone did do something wrong. Doesn't mean that you're saying it's okay. It's not about them. It's like Ilya said, it's about you. You want to feel peace. We saw in that poll, there's 89% of you want peace and calm, right? So as we head into this, Kalawati is going to lead us through some lovely meditation and some affirmations, and see how much you can let yourself, forgive and love and let yourself let go. So without further ado, we're going to hand it over to Kalawati, who's going to lead us through a lovely meditation. So we can get all set up, get ourselves comfortable. And Kalawati, we'll hand it off to you.
Thank you so much, Poornima. Hi, everyone. Good to be here tonight, and I'm very happy to be able to meditate with all of you. So there has been a beautiful, nice interaction between Poornima and Ilya, and as they mentioned, all of us have this motherly divine energy within ourselves. It is called Kundalini, and what we are going to do is we are going to meditate and take the help of some very powerful affirmations while placing our hand on particular energy centers and while addressing this motherly divine energy within us. So as I said, this energy is called as Kundalini, but if you find it difficult to pronounce it, you can simply refer to it as mother. So it's very important to know that we're not going to do it for very long. It's just going to take a few minutes, but what we really need at this moment is complete sincerity, and I know you all have it. You all want to feel the peace. So we are going to have our palms opened like that in our lap, really comfortable. All right, so make sure you're very comfortable wherever you sit, whether you sit on the floor or on a chair, on a couch, wherever, and have your hands opened, palm facing upwards, and I'm going to guide you on to where to place your hands and the affirmations we are going to say. And as I said, all you need at this moment is your pure desire and complete sincerity. At this moment, for the next 5 minutes or so, nothing else is important but for us to receive this experience of the peace within us, of the love that Poornima and Ilya were talking about. So let's close our eyes. And we are going to have the left hand opened, palm facing upwards on our lap, and the right hand is going to go towards the floor, towards Mother Earth. We are going to use the energy of Mother Earth to clean the left side. As you know, there are 3 channels within us. Now we are going to nourish the left channel. And this is extremely important because we were talking about depression, about anxiety, and this is what happens to us when our left channel is loaded. So in order for us to release it, to unload it, to remove the obstacles, we place the right hand towards Mother Earth while the left hand stays open in the lap. And we are going to request this divine energy within us. We're going to call her Mother because she is really the energy of divine love. She's the motherly energy within us. And she's all powerful and she's going to cleanse us. So whenever you feel depressed or whenever you're afraid or whenever you feel anxiety, you can just say this powerful affirmation: Motherly energy, please cleanse my left channel. Motherly energy, please remove all the sadness, please remove all my fears, all the anxiety and the depression from me. Let us all repeat these affirmations within us. Mother Kundalini, please remove all the sadness, depression, all the fears, all the anxiety from me. We can now place the right hand on our lap, palm facing upwards, and the left hand will go towards the sky above our left shoulder. This is how we cleanse our right channel, which is the channel of the mental activity, physical and mental activity. And as we all know, students are very challenged every single day. So when you feel you're being worked out and you want to come into balance, you can meditate and ask your own motherly energy to help you. So here, let us say within ourselves, motherly energy, please remove all my worries. Please remove all the stress. Please cleanse my right channel and bring me in complete balance. And I'm very sure that all of you are experiencing the peace within already. So by doing really nothing, just by saying a few affirmations, which were sincerely addressed to our own motherly energy, it is working. We are getting into the meditative state. Let's now take our right hand and place it on our heart. Left hand stays open in our lap. And here let us say this powerful affirmation. Mother, please come in my heart. Please open my heart. Please let me feel the pure love in my heart so that I can give pure love to everyone else. Let us repeat this within a few times. Mother Kundalini, please fill my heart with a pure love. And now let us place the right hand on our forehead across. Left hand stays open on our lap. And we spoke about letting go. And this is very important because this center carries a very important power which resides in all of us, and that is the power of forgiveness. So here let us say within ourselves a few times, motherly energy, I forgive. I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. It takes strength to let go. So let's do that together. Mother, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And last, let's place our right hand on the top of our head. We're going to push back our fingers and press a little bit on the top of our head. And we are going to move the scalp clockwise 7 times. Clockwise is left, forward, right, backwards. And every time sincerely, we are going to ask our motherly energy, Mother, please take me into meditation. 7 times, Mother, please take me into meditation. We can put back our right hand, and for a few seconds, let us enjoy this state. We may observe that there are no thoughts, or thoughts are very, very less, which means Our motherly energy is cleansing us, she's clearing us out, and she's nourishing us with her divine power. So let's enjoy this state for a few moments. We can slowly open our eyes. I hope all of you enjoyed this meditation, this very short meditation, and I'm sure all of you would be experience the peace within. I'm going to hand it over to Poornima and Ilya.
Thank you so much, Kalawati. That was really peaceful and lovely. We want to take a moment now to invite you all to chat with us a little bit. Sometimes, you might be feeling nice and peaceful and there might be nothing in your head. So if you're feeling that, you can put a thumbs up emoji or whatever you want to put. But we'd love to hear, did you feel a sense of letting go? Did you feel a sense of love flowing? Or, if you had any difficulties or any questions came up, feel free to put it in the chat. If you like, you can come on camera, you can, put on your mic and ask the question that way. But how are you feeling? Just share with us a little bit how that went for you.
I see that Abhishek has wrote that he felt cool breathe.
Awesome.
It's a very good sign. I'm very happy that people are able to feel this cool breathe just after a few sessions, but it took a lot of time.
Hi, I had a question.
Yeah,
Well, the meditation was really good. I feel better, calmer. But when we are supposed to be reaching our right hand down to the ground, is it okay if it doesn't reach the ground or our seat? Or
absolutely.
It's just the direction is what we need to go in?
Yeah, because the ground has a kind of gravity. So even if you're sitting in a chair and your hand just points down, the gravity of the earth will have this cleansing, absorptive effect. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't reach all the way.
Okay.
Good question.
Yeah. But it was a good meditation for me. The forgiveness lines, we've been doing those, but today it actually made me think about oh, that's a tough one because I know that I hold grudges. So how do I just release this emotion and have love instead? it's one that I need to continue to meditate on and work on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let somebody else.
That's a great insight. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's a good point, isn't it? This, one of the things that happens as we meditate more is we have these little sparks of insight, like, oh, I do hold grudges, or oh, and those moments are really a gift. Keep an eye out for when that happens to you, because our personality can really start to change after we meditate over time. Don't you find that, Ilya? Like, it changes you, doesn't it?
Definitely. I am, my friends before, I had absolutely different people next to me. I had friends which would not speak very nice, and they would be drinking, and I was part of that. But after meditating, I didn't feel comfortable to stay in this atmosphere. Just want to be there. I didn't feel that it gives me joy. I didn't feel that it gives me anything. I just come. I used to meet with them for birthdays and so, and I feel like, okay, they just, they want to make jokes at each other. There's no expression of love. After you meditate, you really start to feel what is good for you, and you somehow things work out, and you find the good friends, and you find good relationships, and things not only change from inside, but also somehow the atmosphere around you also improves, and you choose really good for you, and you really feel that you make the right choice. You don't have to think about it too much.
Yeah, it's like I'm seeing people in the chat saying, like, it was magical, or I felt lighter. So your own feeling, that's really precious, because what you're feeling is what it's talking about. Is like, off of that feeling, you're going to gravitate towards even more things that are positive for you, towards the friendships that are positive, the activities that are positive, even spaces, like a beautiful spot in your house, or in your city, or wherever you are. You're going to get drawn towards things that are positive for you. Any other questions? Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you don't mind, actually, today was like a day I had to leave and officially go on medical leave for work. I had COVID in 2020, November. And since then, I've had these reoccurring medical issues of breathing difficulties. And I've been going to multiple doctors and stuff, but in 2019 or 2018, I first became associated with Sahaja Yoga practice at Georgia State. Just ran into a group at the school, and it kind of changed my life. And I've been doing like breathing exercises and meditation since then. Although I haven't really been involved with meetings or Zooms or in person, I've wanted to get back into it very much because it changed my life in such a positive way. And I actually, today and yesterday, I reached out to some of the old contacts that I made from then. And I was like, honestly, I'm kind of at my wit's end. I have so much difficulty breathing. I'm going to so many doctors. Like, I just needed something else. And even my breathing meditations aren't helping as much as I'd like them to. And just like being around people and being in a group setting, feeling this, and everybody else doing it. And I don't know, just being a part of some of the practices with a group, or having other people share their stories and being a part of it feels really good. And even just doing that one with you guys and hearing it and being a part of it again, it kind of gave me some peace to be like, okay, like there's other people here trying to search for peace and stuff. And I don't know, it felt good, and I'm glad to be back, and I just want to be much more involved with it from here on out.
Wow, thank you for sharing that.
I just want to say something. So Morgan, did you say from Georgia State?
Yeah.
The Georgia State University? So I am from Georgia State, and we were conducting. So I don't know, when was this?
So this was like 2018, maybe 2019. We ended up going to multiple events. There was people from other countries there.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
like
we
one
had
of the,
a Love America tour at that time. So there was an event going all over the US. And
yeah.
so we had classes running at Georgia State. I'm glad to see you here and
Yeah.
hope to see you again in some of our classes.
Oh yeah, and what's your name?
I'm Krishna.
I was gonna say, I swear I remember your name. I saw it in the chat and I was like, hold on, I swear I remember your name. But yeah, if you guys have in person anything, I would love to come to it because I live in Midtown. And
Oh, you do? Okay.
yeah, it would
Yeah,
be easy.
let me send you some details in the chat. I'll send you the details.
That'd be
That's
awesome.
amazing. Look at that. Look at the connections happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's love for sure.
Definitely.
Awesome.
I would like to add to Morgan's point. I'm Abhishek. I'm in Chicago, Evanston right now. And my family and I have been practicing Sahaja Yoga since 1999. And I joined Sahaja in 2009. Since then, life has been completely like changed in terms of spiritual awakening, and miracles have been happening like in and out every day. And so it was my journey like in and out every time. Yeah, I used to like practice for a few months and it's like off because of some college work, some anything that used to happen. And since the time I've been here in the United States, I've been finding it really hard to focus on take time out from my like hectic kind of schedule to make sure that I'm meditating. Somehow I was just praying that I want to be in that space again. I want to feel that cool breeze again. I got this invitation, I don't know from where, about the event, right? Conducting the surgical meditation. And it is the like 6th day and I'm enjoying like anything. So just in the moment right now. Just the old feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, I think also, when I started, my mom used to guide me. So it's like, I did it, and I did it for 1 week, sometimes 1 month, every day, but I would give up. But of course, something from inside was working, and I did better. But I never felt like maybe I was not doing from the heart because my mom was kind of, you should do it, it's good for you. And I feel similar to you because also at some point I gave up, but then I say, okay, now, no, I had some difficulties in my life and I say, I have to give it a chance. And then I started, my life started changing a lot.
Yeah, I can relate. Same thing happened with me. So I was holding on to so many grudges, so many things were like happening in life and couldn't focus on like what I needed to do right now to avoid all these things. So I just gave up. I surrendered myself, started meditating again. This happened, and trust me, within these 6 days, things have like shifted in a 180-degree turn. I can't tell you right now, but things have changed. Like, trust me.
Wow.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Like the way somehow we come back to this, like actually sometimes people who are looking for this are described as, really seeking something, like that sense of searching for the thing that's really going to give you peace. And even I've had this, like, I kind of stepped away and then came back on. But I will say, like, when you find the thing, hold on tight, hold on to that feeling. And, it's like jumping in, like you can think of this sense of joy and peace that's coming in, like jumping into an ocean, like really, jump in strongly and like, enjoy that, immerse fully in it. And actually, this is a good transition. We have just a few minutes left. I think it would be great for us to just meditate all together one more time, just to reinforce this state. So we can carry it with us as we head in, and we can chat more afterwards if we like. But Kalawati, could you just establish us one more time in this beautiful meditative state, because we've heard some great stories here and
Right, sure,
strengthen
Poornima.
it. Yeah.
So, what I wanted to also say is that isn't it really amazing that we're human beings, but we have a divine energy within us? And this energy is called as Kundalini because Kundal means coil. And this energy is basically coiled up 3.5 times, and it resides in our sacrum bone in a dormant state. But what is really amazing about Sahaja Yoga meditation is that it gets awakened very easily and spontaneously. So when it gets awakened, it rises on our central channel, and then it crosses all the energy centers, it cleanses them, it nourishes them, and that's how the transformation takes place. There's a very interesting comment that we had here on forgiveness, and I don't remember her name, but she was saying that she's paying attention to actually forgiving because she feels she still has grudges. And what is really amazing about this meditation is that in the beginning, you may just say these powerful fundamental affirmations. You say them, right? But you may not actually mean them right in the beginning. So in the beginning, you may say, I forgive, but actually, you know that you're not yet forgiving, but don't worry about it. Just go ahead, because as you meditate every day and as you say these powerful affirmations every day, one day you will find yourself forgiving everyone, and you'll see it's so easy, because it's just a living process, and the transformation takes place every single day of our life as we meditate daily. It's as simple of that as that. So don't worry, and don't think that, oh no, I say I forgive, but maybe I actually not able to forgive. Don't worry about that. Just say it, it's working out. It's as simple as that. So why don't we try it again here, all of us, okay? So let's just open our hands again, palm facing upwards on our lap. Let's close our eyes. And let's take our right hand on the forehead across. We can bow our head a little bit. And here, very innocently, very sincerely, without worrying about anything, let's just say, Mother Kundalini, I forgive. I forgive everyone. I forgive everything. And I forgive myself. Let's just repeat this a few times. We can now place back our right hand. And once again, let us enjoy this beautiful state of peace. And if there are thoughts coming to disturb our meditation, we can simply say, I forgive. Without thinking about anything, just say, I forgive. So for the next few moments, we are going to be in this meditative state, and we have a beautiful artist, a musician with us. He also practices Sahaja Yoga meditation, and he's going to play some meditative music for all of us to enjoy. So let's have our attention within and just enjoy this beautiful state without thinking about anything.
Hello everyone. I hope you can all hear me properly. So the song I'm going to play is not specifically for meditation mood, clearly said. It's more of a English song that brings joy and talks about the experience that you've had today and that you've been experiencing for a while now, for some of you. Some of you may know the song. Otherwise, you can simply keep meditating like that with your hands open and enjoy. It only takes a spark to get the fire going, and soon all those around can wanna feel it's glowing. That's how it is with mother's joy. Once we've experienced it, we want to sing. It's fresh like spring. We want to pass it on. What a wondrous time is spring, when all the trees are budding. The birds begin to sing. The flower starts their blooming. That's how it is with mother's joy. Once we've experienced it, we want to sing. It's fresh like spring. We want to pass it on. I wish for you, my friend, this joyful life that I have found. On her, what can depend? It matters not where you are bound. I shout it from the mountain top. I want the world to know the source of joy has come to earth. I want to pass it on. I shout it from the mountain top. I want the world to know the source of joy has come to earth. I want to pass it on. I shout it from the mountain top. I want the world to know the source of joy has come to earth. I want to pass it on. The source of joy has come to earth. I want to pass it on. The source of joy has come to earth. I want to pass it on. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you, Erwan. That was so beautiful.
Absolutely enjoyed.
Gorgeous. And that's it, isn't it? The joy. That's the point of why we're here. So we've arrived at the completion of this program. Someone's asking, what was the name of that song? It's called "Pass It On," and it's a beautiful song about sharing what we've experienced today, right? So there's some information on the screen. for the upcoming program, which is tomorrow night, Being Self-Aware. So we hope you'll join for that. And anyone who wants to hang out and stay on and ask some questions, I think we're going to have some breakout rooms. But thank you so much for joining tonight. Thank you for the stories that you shared and for creating this meditative atmosphere all together. I think, as someone said, it really helps to do it as a group. So we'll end here. And thank you, Ilya. It was really nice to meet you across the ocean here. And thank you, Kalawati, for the beautiful meditation. So we'll end the live stream here, but anyone who wants to stay and ask questions,